The Houthis are about to learn the hard way what it means to mess with the U.S. forces.
Belongs to us.
After several clashes between the two parties, the United States has finally revealed its ace of spades. This isn't going to be good news for the Houthis. Enter the F-35Cs, which is one of the most advanced fighter jets in the world.
Rhonda.
The shift in U.S. security policy not only has allies in Europe scrambling.
With a fleet of such powerful fighter jets, the United States is set to make the Houthis and their supporters, i.e. Iran, pay for the trouble they've caused. The first strike was just a message that every action will have a stronger reaction. The strike in late 2024 has left the Houthis deprived of their missile sites, bunkers, and other valuable resources. Why has the United States responded so aggressively to this now, and what happened with that attack? Let's find out. For months, the U.S. Navy's been carefully observing and defending Houthi attacks on several commercial and military vessels in the Red Sea. They quickly realized after a few attacks that they weren't random. The Houthis had been strategically attacking these vessels by using a calculated, persistent, and increasingly dangerous approach. They were using high-tech missiles, allegedly given by Iran to target ships that enter the treacherous zone of Houthi and Iranian waters. Through reconnaissance and intelligence, they figured that the Houthis were using Yemeni mountains to store and launch missiles for these attacks. In order to eliminate this problem from the route, the U.S. Navy decided that they're going to target these mountain bunkers and destroy all of theirs at once. For this, they appointed the Special Black Knights forces who were responsible for eliminating these bunkers for good. This was a high-stakes mission, as each step had to be meticulously planned. From target selection to flight patch and final deployment, everything had to go right for this attack. If any step goes southways, their entire plan might crumble and they would lose a serious advantage. To ensure this doesn't happen, they spent a good time carefully mapping out the plan and finally launched it. In November 2024, the U.S. Navy deployed the F-35C with a massive 40,000 pounds of thrust, clocking it at a speed of 170 miles per hour in just a few seconds. Unlike other takeoffs, this one carried a seriously heavy payload, which was designed meticulously for precise destruction. The aircraft carried the ultra-powerful BLU-109s and the GBU-31s, which could easily destroy the strongest of defenses. This amount of weight wasn't intended for the F-35Cs, but its incredible engineering allowed it to carry the destruction of Houthi bunkers. You must be wondering what's so special about these BLU-109 and GBU-31 missiles that the U.S. Navy decided to use them now. Let's have a look. Nicknamed the Bunker Buster, the BLU-109 missiles are the U.S. military's cheat code. Whenever they need to do something unachievable, they resort to this ultra-powerful missile. This behemoth of a missile is a 2,000-pound class warhead that can easily penetrate through tough walls and bunkers before detonating, hence the nickname Bunker Buster. These warheads were specially engineered to penetrate hardened targets like weapons storage, military checkposts, command centers, and underground bunkers. The reinforced steel casing it features allows it to survive the strong impact of penetrating tough concrete, solid rock, or over 100 feet strong soil without detonating midway. However, this isn't the warhead's most impressive feature. The Bunker Buster features a special time-delayed fuse which allows it to delay the detonation by 25 to 100 milliseconds upon impact. Why are these milliseconds a difference so special? This delay allows the warhead to penetrate deep into the target, allowing a total destruction inside out. Standard bombs don't offer this feature, which is why they're ineffective in destroying tough bunkers. This is where these special missiles come into place, as they're designed specifically to collapse tough structures from their roots. With these Bunker Buster missiles, the U.S. Navy was able to target and destroy Houthi bases and bunkers in Yemen with great ease. This is the type of missile you use when you want to send a strong message to your opponent that you've had enough and moving forward you will retaliate. And this is exactly what the U.S. Navy did. In simple words, the BLU-109 or the Bunker Buster is a powerful warhead that doesn't knock doors, but punches straight through them. However, these aren't enough, as they need to be backed by the GBU-31 JDAMs for maximum damage. While the Bunker Busters are really efficient, they're still not enough to completely annihilate enemy bases, which is why the U.S. Navy accompanies it with GBU-31 JDAMs for precise destructions. JDAMs, or Joint Direct Attack Munition, is a guidance kit that converts unguided bombs, or dumb bombs, into all-weather precision-guided munitions, or PGMs. One of its examples is the GBU-31, which is essentially a Mark 84 general-purpose bomb which is transformed into a smart-guided bomb with the help of JDAM kit. This upgrade turned a rather free-fall weapon into a super powerful, precise, small, and all-weather missile which could hit at the exact pointed location. The JDAM's equipped with an internal GPS system and movable fins, which allow it to self-correct mid-flight, shifting the missile towards the exact coordinates. Whether the warhead is dropped from 30,000 or 20,000 feet, JDAM would guide it to ensure that it lands on the exact inputted location. These warheads and JDAMs won't assure you great results, as they need to be implemented with a strong and effective strategy that should bring results. In the historic F-35C strike in November 2024, the U.S. Navy didn't just assign JDAMs blindly to destroy a target. Instead, they planned an incredible attack sequence for maximum damage. They first launched the behemoth BLU-109 bunker busters to hammer hardened structures and destroy the deep-buried defenses of Houthis. This was followed by GBU-31 JDAMs, which were targeted on the strike zone to ensure the structure collapses. All the ammunition's destroyed, and any secondary targets are taken out. This incredible two-step approach came as a shock to the Houthis, as they weren't expecting a secondary strike after the bunker busters. The BLU-109s were launched to cause pure destruction, and the GBU-31 JDAMs were launched to ensure everything turns to dust. You must be wondering, if the bunker busters are so powerful, why not use a few more instead of the JDAMs? At first glance, you might think that this is the most practical approach, but in reality, it's much more complex. It is true that the BLU-109 is an ultra-powerful missile that can easily penetrate rock, concrete, and even earth like a sledgehammer through drywall. However, modern warfare isn't just restricted to brute force, as you need to accompany it with speed, adaptability, and precision. They need the JDAMs with the bunker busters because the Houthi missile launch sites weren't static at a few locations. Instead, they were hidden in mountains, caves, and camouflaged shelters. The Houthis would come out of these locations, fire their missiles quickly, and retreat back, which made it difficult for the US Navy to attack. Attacking each mobile unit with a bunker buster would be a waste of resource, hence the JDAMs. Even though the Houthis are a militant group, you can't write them off, especially because of their incredible air defense network and access to cutting-edge technology. You might be wondering, how do they have access to such high-tech gadgets which countries spend billions building? Well, that's because of Iran. Iran has been backing the Houthis for quite a while. They supply these militants their finest warfare technologies in exchange for support. The air defense network Houthis use have a layered and lethal system which can easily take down almost every warhead.
The targets and helps guide these missile-killing missiles toward that target. About 70 missiles would be with all.
The first layer of defense is covered by short-range defenses, which are responsible for taking down low-flying aircrafts. At this stage, they have Soviet-era Igla manpads, which are basically portable missile launchers that can track heat signatures and intercept any upcoming threat. This is followed by the ZSU-23-4 Shilka, which is a rapid-fire anti-aircraft cannon to quickly take out any unknown aircraft. And lastly, SA-67 warheads to destroy them with one strike. These three combined can easily take out any low-flying aircraft. The second layer of defense is powered by medium-range missiles. This layer is powered by modified Iranian SA-2 surface-to-air missiles to travel a max distance of 30 kilometers. Even though these aren't the newest warheads, they are powerful enough for the Houthis to take out any enemy, thanks to their strategic hideouts.
And when this thing takes off and it's meeting up with an incoming missile, a threat out there, the incoming missile may very well be traveling close to 4,000 miles an hour.
Their third layer of defense features long-range missile systems. This layer has the incredible Fader-1 system, which is a Soviet S-75 reverse-engineered by the Iranian engineers to boast an incredible defense range of nearly 100 kilometers. Thanks to this system, the Houthis can easily intercept powerful airstrikes before it reaches their bases. Thanks to strategic and layered defense systems, the Houthis have managed to intercept over 50 drones and aircrafts, including one US MQO Reaper drone. However, if their defense is so powerful, how did the F-35Cs went past it? Evading a defense network as secure as the Houthis needs some serious stealth technology, and the F-35C offers precisely that. Apart from clocking in a max speed of Mach 1.6, the supersonic F-35C aircraft boasts an incredible radar cross-section, or RCS, which allows it to virtually disappear on the enemy radar. This allows it to go unnoticed and easily cross the defense system. The aircraft is covered by a radar-absorbing paint and composite materials that allow it easily to absorb and deflect waves. It also features a smooth surface and round edges on the body, which allows to scatter radar signals everywhere. This allows the aircraft to move past any traditional radar detector without the enemy noticing. F-35C's ability to fly quickly at higher altitudes further adds to its stealthiness, as most defense systems aren't equipped to detect hypersonic aircrafts. This incredible combination of stealth coding, speed, and altitude makes the aircraft practically invisible on several defense systems.
Was conducted in response to the Houthis' repeated and unlawful attacks on international commercial shipping, as well as U.S. coalition and merchant vessels in the Red Sea.
It was November 9, 2024. The Houthis were hiding in their bunkers in the northern Yemeni mountains. U.S. Navy's EA-18G Growlers soared towards the Yemeni mountains, jamming every enemy radar and blinding Houthi defenses. Moments after the Growlers had done their job, a fleet of F-35Cs emerged in the sky. These hypersonic aircrafts were carrying BLU-109s, which upon deployment easily crumbled Houthi bunkers in Yemen. Each bunker buster came after a short while and precisely hit their reinforced bunkers, leaving the Houthis confused about their future. Well, that wasn't enough. Upon deploying the BLU-109s, the fleet returned and upon re-emergence carrying 16,000 pounds of GBU-31J dams. These GPS-controlled warheads swiftly moved towards their targeted locations and destroyed everything that remained after the blast. In such a short span, mountains turned to rubble and the Houthis were stripped away of their hideout. The Black Knights, after completing their mission, returned to their home safe and sound. This marked the success of a crucial mission which is sure to shake the Houthis from their core. That's all for today. How do you think the Houthis will respond to this massive attack from the U.S. Navy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. While you're there, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.